Speak softly and carry a big stick. You will go far. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. Far and away, the best prize that life offers is the chance to work hard at work worth doing. The only man who never makes a mistake is the man who never does anything. In any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing, the next best thing is the wrong thing, and the worst thing you can do is nothing. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Do what is right, not what is easy nor what is popular. Comparison is the thief of joy. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. The best executive is the one who has sense enough to pick good men, to do what he wants to be done, and self-restraint to keep from meddling with them while they do it. Do not let any of your troubles become the chief interest of your life. No one cares how much you know until they know how much you care. The most important single ingredient in the formula of success is knowing how to get along with people. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Keep your feet on the ground and your thoughts at lofty heights. The only time you really live fully is from 30 to 60. The young are slaves to dreams, the old servants of regrets. The joy in life is his who has the heart to demand it. Courage is not having the strength to go on, it is going on when you don't have strength. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena. It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed. A thorough knowledge of the Bible is worth more than a college education. I don't pity any man who does hard work worth doing. I admire him. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. Great thoughts speak only to the thoughtful mind, but great actions speak to all mankind. The only way to get rid of a temptation is to yield to it. A man who is good enough to shed his blood for his country is good enough to be given a square deal afterwards. The worst of all fears is the fear of living. Courtesy is as much a mark of a gentleman as courage. The most successful politician is he who says what everybody is thinking most often and in the loudest voice. Keep your eyes wide open before marriage, half shut afterward. A man who has never gone to school may steal from a freight car, but if he has a university education, he may steal the whole railroad. To announce that there must be no criticism of the president, or that we are to stand by the president right or wrong, is not only unpatriotic and servile, but is morally treasonable to the American public. The death knell of the republic had rung as soon as the active power became lodged in the hands of those who sought not to do justice to all citizens, rich and poor alike, but to stand for one special class and for its interests as opposed to the interests of others. The government is us. We are the government, you and I. It is not what we have that will make us a great nation, it is the way in which we use it. A typical vice of American politics is the avoidance of saying anything real on real issues. The most successful politician is the one who says what the people are thinking most often in the loudest voice. Do not let any prejudice you may have against organized labor get in the way of realizing that labor is to the interest of the whole country. The reactionary is always willing to take a progressive attitude on any issue that is dead. The most practical kind of politics is the politics of decency. To educate a person in the mind but not in morals is to educate a menace to society. No man is justified in doing evil on the ground of expediency. A man who has never gone to school may steal from a freight car, but if he has a university education, he may steal the whole railroad. I have always been fond of the West African proverb, speak softly and carry a big stick, you will go far. No man is worth his salt who is not ready at all times to risk his well-being, to risk his body, to risk his life in a great cause. Big jobs usually go to the men who prove their ability to outgrow small ones. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. A typical vice of American politics is the avoidance of saying anything real on real issues. Far better it is to dare mighty things, to win glorious triumphs, even though checkered by failure, than to rank with those poor spirits who neither enjoy nor suffer much because they live in the gray twilight that knows neither victory nor defeat. The human body has two ends on it, one to create with and one to sit on. Sometimes people get their ends reversed. When this happens, they need a kick in the seat of the pants. No man is justified in doing evil on the ground of expediency. The most practical kind of politics is the politics of decency. To educate a person in the mind, but not in morals, is to educate a menace to society.